let's continue with part 2. Alright, we got Trigger. Hello? Yijuan Shifu, did you find anything? I did. Yijuan explains what just happened. So, these poor souls corrupted by the miasma, they do have an employer who profits from hollows after all. But is the energy from those ether crystals, stalagmites, really worth them going all out like this? That's what's got me puzzled too. However, I've heard that ether crystals, stalagmites, hold different values depending on the way they are formed and their energy sources. Maybe they're mining. Something even more precious? I haven't really looked into it, but I guess that's the only explanation that makes sense. I wonder, what kind of growth process makes these stalagmites so valuable to justify the high risks? Anyway, thanks for the heads up. I'll get in touch with Captain Roland and see if we can find a safe spot to talk things through. You're welcome. Trigger seems to have received some kind of intel. My contact seems to have picked up on some new leads. Looks like we'll have to keep investigating separately. If there's any news, I'll report it all to Captain Roland. Alright. Philia. Let's go with that. I haven't gotten that one yet. And Roland.
Ishwan Shifu, did you manage to find any leads?
We did.
Yes, those victims you mentioned were not investigators. They were hired to enter the Lost Void and illegally mine ether crystals.
Ether crystals? I mean, sure, if that's what they're after, I get it. Ether crystals can be refined into ether energy. But even the ones in Hollow Zero aren't much different from those in any companion hollows.
Yeah.
Why risk everything to come all the way into the Lost Void for crystals?
There's only one way to know for certain. We should see for ourselves.
You mean, you know where they were headed?
I happened to encounter one of the miners. I asked her a few questions and acquired her carrot. If regular ether crystals aren't worth all the risks, then her employer must be seeking something far more rare, something that moves on its own.
Moving ether crystals? How is that even possible?
Is it so unbelievable?
It kinda is, honestly, after all we known about ether.
The hollows are teeming with countless moving ethereals, fissures, and hollow raiders. Is it really so unthinkable that one or two of those beings may like roaming around while carrying ether crystals?
Really? You don't find it strange?
Not in the slightest.
Every person, or ethereal, has their own ambitions. But those fake investigators, they knew nothing of miasma.
Okay, I see. Then what are we supposed to do now? Are we really going to chase some walking ether crystals through the hollow?
I guess we kinda have no choice. Realizing how ridiculous that sounds, they both fall silent for a moment.
The woman I encountered, her being stranded may have been an unexpected incident to her employer as well. She gave me a useful supply item, and assuming nothing has changed, her carrot should still be working.
A supply item? What kind?
Yijuan hands Roland the item she received from the investigator.
Hold on. I think I've seen something like this before. It looks like gear from Rusty Cliff.
Rusty Cliff.
If she's with Tops, then yeah, it makes sense why she knows so much about the Lost Void. But the question remains, if it's just some fancy kind of ether crystal, why all the secrecy?
If this matter is entangled with affairs outside the Hollow, then it lies beyond my concern. But here in the Lost Void, I gave you my word. So I shall do all I can to help you gather more clues. If the connection between this incident and miasma turns out to be a mere coincidence, then I shall have my disciples carry out a separate investigation. For now, let us head to the destination indicated by the carrot as soon as we can.
And see what we can find, really. Alright. Encounter a Either way, I'm gonna have to get in a fight. Either way, I'll get 3 of the encounters. Let's go. How bad is it? Oh no, it's... you gotta be kidding me. It's another one of these. We'll buy that. We'll do that. And this. Keep it down. It's nothing I can't handle. Let's go this way. Either way, I would have gotten 3 encounters. Just some overly excited Resonium fans. Nothing to get worked up about. Give me everything.
Any last words?
Let's make this quick.
Have a taste of the Yunhui Ship's unique technique! Move it!
What a nuisance.
Out of my way!
Cycle of yin and yang. Got it. Take this! Clarity and impurity cycle. Your fate is sealed.
Breaking through!
Let's make this quick.
That was dope. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh, there's Orphe again. Here we go again. So that's her tail, but she looks more like a ram. With her... y'all can see it, right? But she's got elf ears, kind of like Vivian. Is she part of the defense force? Hello there. All the ethereals here have already been cleared out by her. You can move forward now. Good luck. I don't even get anything from you? Alright, that's fine. Something feels off. Usually the defense force personally would bring supplies with them. Is there something else? Did you forget something? Yizhuan patiently and silently watches the person from across from her. Here, take it. We'll take the extra dodge. That's kind of funny. Oh my gosh. I wonder if she's gonna be in one of the later updates. Oh my god! Just a bunch of nobodies. Is that little punk their boss?
Obliterate form and spirit.
Good night.
Release.
Oh, you're still here.
Swift yet still, clear yet murky. Yeah! She and mind as one.
Exclusive recipe made just for you! Yeah!
You should have stayed down. Punishing evil and promoting good. That's what we're all about. Alright. Increase. I love this store. Each time I run into this one, love it. I'm gonna go to the gear coins one. Ooh.
Evil shall be purged.
Good night. Each one is kind of broken. Not gonna lie. I also kind of like her playstyle a bit. Oh, there's Orphe. Orphe and Magus. Hello there. Since I ran into you, I'll just hand over the Defense Force supplies directly to you. She just cleared out a few groups of ethereals and got exhausted. She's catching her breath. She didn't mean to ignore you. It's okay, Orphe. Thanks. Ultimate deals damage over time. Fusion initiated. Let's go. Then, let's go with... Let's get that. And then, I don't have anything for anything else. Did I also grab the healing thing? Yeah. Combat, final battle. Let's go. Oh, you're a big fella.
What a nuisance. Let's make this quick. Cycle of yin and yang.
I can't see anything.
Your fate is sealed. What a nuisance. Yin and yang converge. Let's make this quick.
Yijuan and Roland check the surroundings together.
The ether crystals here aren't the usual variety. I can't really tell what's special about them either. Ishwan Shifu, anything on your end?
Just an ethereal who likes roaming around with ether crystals on its back.
Wait, so it actually does exist? Are you talking about one of the ethereals we just fought? But they didn't seem...
No. The ones just now were no different from the miasma-corrupted ethereals in Lemnian Hollow. But here, I see signs of a much bigger ethereal.
A much bigger ethereal?
A true large ethereal. The kind worthy of a dedicated entry in White Star Institute's exploration records. Not the weaklings we just faced.
So the large ethereal, does it have anything to do with the rare ether crystals here?
Probably.
From what I can tell, it seems more like a traveler in a rush, leaving their luggage behind.
Then what about the miasma? What's the connection between the two?
Captain Roland, have you ever seen someone toss a coin into a wishing pool?
Of course, but...
From what I hear, you're one of the few academics in the Defense Force, and you're familiar with the many strange phenomena of Hollow Zero. But as for myself, I'm merely a newcomer. I cannot deduce the movement patterns of a large ethereal with only scattered crystal remains and traces of miasma. Your expectations may be a bit much even for a wishing pool.
A wishing pool? It says wishing well on the... Yeah, I should be used to this.
Sorry.
The miasma readings in the area are still fluctuating. We should keep moving. As for the miasma, I'm afraid this is as far as we can investigate for now. The miasma here seems to share the same source as that in Lemnian Hollow. Those investigators were likely tailing that large ethereal. The miasma contamination may simply have been an unforeseen incident. Whether Lemnian Hollow or Hollow Zero is the true origin of the miasma remains unclear, but if I had to choose, I would place my bet on Hollow Zero.
If it is Hollow Zero, then that'd be crazy.
There are too many mysteries surrounding the miasma. I can only hope there isn't another place in the world like Hollow Zero, a place that completely defies all normal logic.
All Hollows do that, but Hollow Zero definitely takes the cake for it.
Understood. I'll take some samples from these crystals and send them somewhere safer. I'll ask someone at the outpost to help analyze them. If there are any new developments, I will contact you immediately.
And that's where we come in, to investigate the rest of it. Ask Roland about the investigation progress. Have you finished reading the files? Finished reading. Alright, let's hear what Captain Roland has to say about the investigation progress. Hold up. We need another friend. Of course, she's also an old friend of Wise. Roland invites Ray to discuss the findings from the last investigation.
After the last investigation, Magus and Trigger had brought back similar ether crystal samples. I compared them and passed everything on to Ray.
That's right. Given that there have been previous encounters with another large ethereal, I decided to search the archives for any matching records on these crystals.
Any findings?
If we're talking about the Association's databases, then no, nothing at all. Luckily, Roland brought up that this might be connected to Rusty Cliff. And when it comes to understanding a big company, I reckon the best place to look is their financial reports. Ishu and Shifu, are you familiar with the scope of Rusty Cliff's business?
I'm afraid not. Please, go ahead.
Compared to a traditional mining group, Tops's Rusty Cliff has some unusual revenue entries. Part of their profits are attributed to an ethereal named Hoba.
Hoba.
People used to think they profited from ethereals by just collecting samples from ones they encountered while exploring hollows, and then using them to produce precious relics or other hollow exploration supplies. But that kind of revenue should be pretty unstable, especially since HSO isn't supposed to let creatures like that roam freely in the hollows.
Yeah.
Unless those crystals are rare.
Exactly. If the real thing Rusty Cliff has been profiting from is some special kind of ether crystal they found on Hoba, then it all makes sense. Maybe Hoba simply likes collecting ether crystals, and the company just robs it all the time. Or maybe it nests in fissures where those crystals naturally grow, and they keep raiding its home for valuables.
Unfortunately, we don't even know what makes the crystals profitable.
We'll need more info to ascertain that.
What about the miasma?
Unfortunately, I searched every database I have access to for the keywords Rusty Cliff and Hoba, but I didn't find anything linking them to miasma.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So the miasma is just a coincidence? No, it can't be.
I agree. It's unlikely that Hoba and miasma just randomly cross paths in Hollow Zero.
Sorry, if there is nothing further, then I have something I need to tell you. I'm afraid other tasks require my attention at Yunquei Summit. As for the mysteries of Hoba, miasma, and those ether crystals, I shall leave them in your hands. Should you need further assistance...
If what we need is an outstandingly sharp and talented investigator, then I think we've found the best candidate.
Indeed.
Me?
Hold on. You mean me?
You are indeed an excellent candidate.
My most trusted independent investigation team captain. I'll be counting on you.
There's no rush for the moment, though. I'm still trying to gain clearance for a related file. If I manage to get it, I'll be in touch right away.
Got it. In the meantime, I'll keep analyzing these ether crystals. Let's see what's so special about them.
Alright. I guess we'll wait for further updates. Is that really it? Lost Void, story. Yeah, that's it. That was short. I wasn't expecting it to just be a one thing. But anyway, that was part 2. I will see you guys later for any updates on that, and whenever Jufufu comes around. Any updates with the games, like in terms of events. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, not missing anything, right? Like I said, I'll update y'all on anything that I've accomplished in this game. I am going to be doing Marvel Rivals, AI Limit, what else? Fortnite, maybe. Just whatever I feel like at the time. I'll definitely be posting updates on those games. If and when I ever decide to do that at all this weekend. And what else? What else can I say? I've been just doing a lot of stuff lately. I've been pretty busy with work, so I mean, it hasn't really, it's starting to calm down a bit to where I'm allowed to post a ton of videos, as you could already see. And I'm really looking forward to being able to post more in the future. So until then, I will see you guys in the next update. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell button to get future notifications on any of the content that comes in. And I will see you all in the next one. See you later, guys. This is the Scribe signing out.